Okay guys, there's people on the walking trail. So we have to help people confidently, or we can't help people ever. We have to help people with your butthole issue, they're saying. Well look, it depends on the person that I meet as to what we do together. If they're hot and if they're very manly, and if I can see they're like a raging machine and want to fuck me, I will let them do it. Or if they ask about it and they say, can I fuck you? Well, I'll let them. It's all about the energy that's there. And I'm hearing don't be a wanker now. I think that's from thought forms of people walking past that are actually communing with me. That's what they're thinking. I don't think it's relevant for people just on a walking trail to be hearing this stuff as I'm walking past, but obviously they're trying to challenge me to see what my learning is, because you only learn through doing this in front of people, don't you? Well, it's not about you, faggot. That's what someone else is saying as I'm walking past them, I'm pretty sure. This man coming up. This is a new experience, doing this on a walking trail. I've mowed the grass here at least, it looks quite good. This walking trail is good because it goes to Woolworths for one, and it's just open for two, and just yeah, has a nice atmosphere to it. Everyone's just focused on what they're doing. They're just looking at their phones or talking to their friends as they're walking past. No one really cares anyway, and that's the thing. Like, you think everyone's looking at you, like if you got social anxiety, or like all eyes are on you, and they're actually not. No one actually cares or gives a shit as much as what you're thinking they do. So people are nicer than what you think anyway, I think. Like, especially if they can see you communicating with people, they're nicer to you because they just like to see that you're focused on people and that you care about people, so you actually get more acceptance, in my opinion. So yeah, it's integration, isn't it, that the people I think care about. You don't look so arrogant when you're talking to people. So we're bridging gaps here. This is what they want me to do. I'll probably talk to you the whole way to Woolworths, and we can just see how cool is this. It's very open here. It's just obviously the power lines, and my friend lives down there, one of my hookups that I don't see that much anymore. He thinks I'm arrogant scum. He's actually quite critical of me, but he's a chill guy though. But yeah, we've done like foursomes and threesomes before. I don't mind him, but he didn't like my facial expression very much, and he was big on the forklifting thing with me because of it. We haven't seen each other for like a couple of months now, but he said, I don't need you there with God, that's why I don't have you there. Can't see that guy that I just walked past. He said, you're just a faggot soul, in his head as he saw me and walked past me. That's why I go quiet, because I don't really want to say that in front of him as I'm walking past him, but I know what people think of me. So yeah. Want to see this tree? I think I've been to that tree before, just when I've been on a walk. I remember at the school, like when I was at primary school, I used to be like Dora the Explorer. I used to just walk around, like just, you know, the outskirts or boundaries or perimeter of the school, like at recess and lunch. Just, you know, it was one of those exploring people that just I look like a little kid just walking along the fence lines and just, you know, sitting under trees and just, I don't know, spying on, you know, no, not on people, but just on, just being like an investigative snoop. I still do it. It doesn't look normal, does it? You don't see most people doing that. Most people don't care, but I've always cared. I've always just done that. They're testing me lately. They're making me really vulnerable with like very deep things that I've never really told people. There's one or two things I still don't say, but for the most part, 90% of it I'm actually putting into videos. So this is where the path veers into two. So you've got one path that goes down there, it goes to like a train station and a service station. And you've got one down here, so this goes to Woolies, playground there, trees, and it just keeps going down to Woolworths. So it's probably a 15-minute walk, but I'm going to buy corn chips. I really felt like Doritos. They're $5 across the road from my house, and they're like $1 something for a bag at Woolies for like the home brand ones, which are quite fine for me. I don't mind them. You know, I could buy 3 for $5 probably, just about for the set. For I think they're like $2.10 for a packet. I don't know, I can't remember, but they're cheaper and they're just as good. So yeah, I think the packet size is bigger. I think you get more in a pack. I can't remember, but Muhammad was like, "Go there, Ben." And he also said, "Wear your red shirt, Ben." And another spirit guide was like, "Oh, we don't want you being too much of a faggot with your clothing, do we? Like, just put on your t-shirt." And I was like, I was getting this because it was warmer. And Muhammad was like, "I wanted you to have it, Ben, because it was warmer." I was like, aren't you supposed to listen to your partner, like with what they suggest for like your clothes and stuff? So he's not my partner, but you know. So I put it on and it's warmer. So all people in the spirit form have a different opinion, but sometimes they're very firm on opinions, like they all agree with what I should do with certain things and there's no argument. So, but sometimes there's a little bit of debate. But generally there's an overall consensus. We think this is the right decision, and they use the word we, so this is good. I personally like the rowing machine. Personally like the rowing machine. So don't look, faggot, someone said behind me, sitting on the seat. She doesn't want me to look at her. I don't know if that means talk about her or probably, well, it wouldn't matter if she's not in the picture, does it, would it? So love yourself, she said. Okay. I got a question for my spirit guides. Do all these people know I'm on Facebook? Do they know me from there, or is it their spirit that's talking to me, that's all knowing, that knows me, or both? Oh, you're hurting people, aren't you? That's the collective of that group of people I just talked about, is it? That's all their consciousnesses combined saying that, is it? Is it? You're not fun, baby faggy, are you? That was a you that just drove by over the speed hump, and he spat. I heard a spitting sound. Fair enough. I get this all day, every day, people. So it's just what people out there think. And I've learned to not take it seriously, and it's opened me up. Like, I swear a lot more now. I guess I've gotten more I guess masculine is the right word. Because I see everything just as it is, and they're saying that's just because you're a faggot. That's what I heard somebody say. Fair enough. It's just, but I guess it's making me the strongest person, because these people that call people names all the time, I don't think they're very strong. I actually think they're quite weak people, because they Yeah, I don't know. Someone said it's masculine. It is masculine, but it's weak masculine. I don't think it's strong, not care what people think masculine. It's still judgment towards people. So, yeah. That's just what I think. Might be right, it might be wrong, but you know, if you're happy, you're not calling people all these names. I don't think. Um, I don't know what makes people so angry. I remember my mum. I remember we were going on a drive, and there was this guy that was like tailgating us. It was on the road to Clarendon, and you were meant to go like 80, like that was the speed limit, and it was like a windy road with really sharp bends and stuff. And it was 80. I don't think it's 80 anymore, but this guy was like crazy, and he overtook us, and he just was like bolting down the road, just going nuts. And I remember me and mum were like, I remember mum was like, he mustn't be that happy in his life, Ben, like to have to do that. Like he had the foot down, and like you could tell that he was just erratic and just probably not all there in the mind. Something must have been going on with him, whether he was on drugs or something, I don't know. But these people, I don't know, it's masculine I'm hearing again, but I'm all for like motorbike riding and stuff going fast, but like it just like, yeah, I don't know. It just, I don't attract people like that in my experience that get really angry, because I'm quite a calm personality, so I don't even attract it. And I guess I've got the wisdom now to where I don't attract that stuff. I think if you're a really angry person, you're more vulnerable, or like a really sad person, you're a lot more vulnerable, because you attract those really dark people that would probably knife you, you know, or where you'd get murdered or something. I can't see that happening to me, because if someone came up to me and was like all threatening, I'd be like, wait, I love you. And then they'd immediately stop and put their knife back, and they'd be like, oh, I'm not going to hurt him or touch him. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not aggressive, so I wouldn't even attract that in the first place. I wouldn't attract someone that would want to kill me. I get subtle aggression, but I don't get anything like that. So, I'm getting that's because you're a faggot, so baby. Like, they didn't say it with a whole lot of confidence, and it sort of drowned out their voice, because yeah, there's a lack of awareness out there where a lot of people don't know the answers. So I think love rattles anybody with their confidence level. If you're a loving person, they're like, oh, we're not sure of ourselves now with our criticism towards you. This is the collective thought forms, by the way. People generally don't want to kill you if you're a positive person, or like hurt you. That's what I've noticed. So don't be scared of having fun or being positive, people. And if you've got people in your life that envy you for it, it's not normal. Don't be conditioned to think it's normal, because it's not normal. Those people aren't normal. Most people will love you for it. So Jerry Sanderson's here. So I'll tell you where we are now. Still a walking trail, so we've just come from there. So it's at 14:15 the time of this video. Jerry Sanderson reckons that, she said before what I said about fun, she said that's why you're a faggot baby. And then the gay collective was like, that's why you're a fanker. That's what they said. I guess fun is good, but you're not, as a man, you're not supposed to show it to people. That's what's not expected. Oh, and I'm seeing a train as well go past. Somebody spat. Maybe that wasn't accurate. I don't know, that was just the upbringing I had. You weren't supposed to show anything to people that you were feeling except anger. That's just what I that's what I knew. You know, it wasn't right. I don't think it was wrong. So a lot of people were like in the spiritual community, we would rather you over our dad. A lot of men even said that to me because he had a very serious nature. I don't have any grudges against my dad, but a lot of people don't like my dad. I've realised. I don't mind him. Like, he stands up to the bikies. Like, he's really hardcore. Like, even bikies like him because he doesn't put up with any shit. So now you have to walk along a road for a little bit of it. So that's the pathway where that red pole is. So then you basically had to go here, and there's like another pathway that goes in between houses, and this goes to Woolworths. I'll tell you about the St. Albans market because it's a market here. It's very continental, so they've got like fruit and veg shops, they've got poultry and game shops, they've got seafood shops. They have, it's like a central market, like, you know, a food market, like a gourmet continental market. They've got small goods stalls. They have a coffee shop as well from European people that settled here years ago. But God was like, go there and buy coffee because that coffee will be good for you, because I looked it up online. They were like, that's why you're a faggot. That's what I'm hearing. Well, God's recommending this coffee as like an ecstasy pill for my brain. It actually alters your brain's physiology, people. Coffee's a drug, and all coffees are different. So there's more to the story than that which you people know. And if you know, if you don't listen to divine wisdom, you're stupid. As if you wouldn't listen to it if you were psychic. You would listen to it, wouldn't you? I would hope so. If you don't, you're an idiot. So it's because of the bread I walked past. He was like, that's why your shit doesn't smell, because of bread. They were like, that's why you're a faggot. Like, is that why Muhammad's a faggot? Is that why a lot of gay people are faggots? For like having their own choices of what they want to be? I don't know, that's his wisdom. I'm a faggot for bread. Fair enough. They just don't have the understanding. They don't have to think that much. They're main freight people that don't think. So yeah, they just criticize people and call it as they see it, basically. Fair enough. God allows that to be here. Obviously it's for a reason. It's like going into fourth dimension. When you reincarnate in 4D, if ever you live there, because this is a third dimensional place, everyone's telepathic in 4D, and young souls in 4D find it really hard because of all the, like, you get like just berated by the people who are there that have basically learned to exist there, because obviously people can tap into you. Like, all beings know everything about you. It's all telepathic, so they know everything that you're thinking when you walk past them. It's no privacy. So it's a bit like that with me now, because I've gotten, like, I'm an advanced higher self and I've asked for God's help. So this is why I'm getting this here, but I'm actually making the best of it with what I'm getting psychically, to where I've obviously been strong enough and gained enough wisdom to the point where God's allowed this to happen, because I can handle it now. God doesn't give you anything you can't handle. So this is St. Albans Market here. So that's the shed where they've got like heaps of those places there. Woolworths is there, as you can see in the background behind the trees. So God's saying just be street smart, wanker. That's what he's saying. And God said faggot soul. That's another thing that he said. So there you go. I'll say it again for those who don't know, but you choose it before you incarnate. Like before you're born, you choose to be gay. So it's something that you don't choose. And I heard someone say smile faggot. That's what he said. Well, I don't know. That's conditional thinking. That's a condition that's out there. You know, my smile and your judgment, both things are conditions. So take the conditions away and you can be happy. And you can learn and you can grow and develop. So I like to look for the positive. And I'm learning from these people that their criticisms don't matter or make any difference whatsoever. It's all neutral. It's all about the way that you perceive it. Learn from it or dismiss it, basically, are your two options. Thank you, faggot. That's what God said.